Hey YouTube, it's Brooke. How's it going? Man, the last few days have been absolutely intense. I wanted to give you guys an energy update, an Ascension update. Lots of downloads, lots of changes, a lot of things being brought to light. And really surrendering and trusting that everything happens for a reason and there's meaning in everything. So what's been interesting is two of my friends, they are Aries and Taurus. So everything that's kind of been going on with the planets, with the energy, the things that are being brought to light, I had told them, be prepared for things that are not meant to be in your life to fall away. And there was situations that happened that were very uncomfortable situations, and unfortunately I had to be in the middle of one of them, and it happened to do with their friends. And I kept telling them, the veil is very thin, so when people show you who they are, believe what you see. So those of us that have been doing the work, that have been making the changes, the positive changes, to become enlightened is to be able to control your emotions and to let your ego go, to be able to see things from other perspectives and being able to admit when you're wrong, right? So with her friend, she showed up at, she contacted me and asked me if I would come get her, that she just really needed to get out of the house. I didn't know her that well, so I said, okay, cool, I'll come. And so I go get her. At the time, I didn't know, at the time I didn't know that she was 3 sheets in the wind. I had no idea. But let's just say she really showed her ass, really showed her ass in front of my children. I had to keep my composure and take her back home. Once I started putting everything together with the way she was acting, the things that she was doing, which were completely inappropriate, completely. So I had to take her home, whatever. Or actually it was to my friend's house. And when they got home, she completely showed her ass all over again. Completely. And, the hardest part is when it's the people that you love the most. The hardest part is when the veil is thin and you're able to go through the 3D motions, because that's what we're doing, because we live in the 3D. When we're able to go through the 3D motions and still be able to connect to our higher self, the 5D, and being able to see cycles repeating. So what happened with that girl at my house was an opportunity for me to see the writing on the wall and to trust my intuition. So that's kind of where I'm at in the Ascension process, is really surrendering and trusting things that pop up, okay? Because that's kind of the next step to the Ascension process. Once you do the healing work, you have to put it into action. And when you put that into action, same situations are going to show up. Okay, action, masculine energy. Same situations are going to show up to see if you're going to change your behavior in the way you respond. So, you know, all of that happened with her. And that was a lot to take in, because my kids got to witness what happened, which I was completely upset about. You know, I tend to be a overly sheltered mom when it comes to exposing them to some of the things that they witnessed. And, you know, I keep good people around them. I'm really mindful of who I bring in, all of that. So, in going through that situation and having to respond differently, because I really wanted to cuss her, tell her how I felt, all that, right? That's not living in the light. Like, if somebody is doing something that is hurtful, regardless of who they are, you have the right to not put up with it. You do not have to participate in negative. You do not have to participate in fighting. You do not have to participate in any of it. If it is not loving to self, you don't have to deal with it. And in having even more confirmation that I have done the work to heal the narcissist empath relationship. Once you do the work, then you start seeing how many were actually placed around you. And I wasn't really prepared for that one. And I had been seeing it with some people, and I had already removed them from my life. But sometimes people wear really good masks. And, you know, sometimes there's history there that you don't want to believe it. Sometimes it's our parents. Sometimes it's our lovers. Sometimes it's our friends. I mean, we have to look at everybody that's in our network, that's in our support system, and we have to evaluate those relationships to see who is going with me to the 5D, because that's where we're going. And in moving my stuff, everything changed. Every single thing changed. And right now, it's in storage. I have 3 outfits. I don't have all my hair products, which I'm kind of freaking out about. I didn't realize that I was such a fixed energy. And I have my stuff at 8 different locations, which is kind of funny when you think about it. Okay, 8 different spots. And it's almost like I've placed a crystal grid, you know, an energetic grid around the areas that I'm looking for a place. So I finally got everything moved, got everything in storage, got things here, things there, things everywhere. I'm going to have to go dig out some more clothes. I'm going to have to go dig out my cards. I'm going to have to go dig out my laptop. I have been connecting with people here, trying to see what I could find. I've been trying to tap into the energy of the land, because I know, you know, I had to put my stuff in that many places for a reason. They had to go specific places, and for whatever that reason is, I don't know. You know, I've had some mind-blowing realizations, synchronicities that I'm kind of like, well, I don't know what the hell that means. What do I do with that? I'm just trying to flow with the changes as much as I can. One thing, okay, so every time that there is a tower moment, and I've had 2 or 3 over the last week, one of the things that I've really had to practice and really had to master is when the tower comes, I can energetically feel it coming. So when the tower comes, really, this is where meditation's so important. You have to quiet the mind. And you have to tap into the energy of everything is always working out for me. Now, there has to be some action with it. Obviously, I've had to change directions 2 or 3 different times, you know, just since Sunday. And I learned that when I have to change directions instantly, I don't always think it all the way through. I'm really being pushed out of my comfort zone. Really being pushed out of my comfort zone because I don't have my daily routine stuff. And that, whew, I didn't realize how much of a routine I actually had. And maybe I'm not meant to have a routine because that routine, that 9 to 5, that structured life is my South Node. And I'm meant to be changing and flowing with the direction the Spirit's leading me. So that was a big aha for me, to seeing that I really was living in my South Node. Like, sometimes we need towers, and sometimes we need towers with certain people that are going to push us out of our comfort zone. See it as a blessing. Like, I am really, you know, trying to be at a place to not be upset with anybody that has hurt me, that has let me down, that has said face to face that they were going to do something and then not. I have really tried to say, okay, people are showing me how they feel about me in our relationship. See it for what it is. When people show you how they feel about you, believe them. Okay? Because actions always speak louder than words. Always. And then, you know, it's also learning when not to argue with somebody, when not to pick a fight, when not to when not to say anything, you know? My hand keeps shaking. Let me turn around. I do not have anything but my suitcase and my clothes. And it's really forced me to still try to find my routine, even in the middle of chaos. And I think that was definitely something that I needed to balance, something that I needed to find balance in. And again, this is helping me to go with the flow. The more we're going with the flow of God and the flow of life, the easier this is. And I just want to tell you all, I see you. You know, this is why we've been doing the work. So when these final towers are brought down, we know who we are. We're able to recognize gaslighting. We're able to recognize narcissist behavior. And we're able to put healthy boundaries up. That's the whole point of it. And the beautiful blessing and everything that's happened is my intuition was spot on. Okay, I'm not questioning it anymore. We're good. God, we're good. And the second thing is that the people that I didn't, some, I can't say, you know, there was many, but the ones that I didn't see being there for me was. And, you know, it's a blessing. And sometimes blessings hurt. Sometimes blessings are hard. But this is what we asked for. This is what we agreed to. This is, and you know, when everything kept falling apart, I kept saying, okay, we're having a fated yod. We're having a fated yod. So let the shit fall. Let it fall. And let it go. That's all you can do. But I love you guys. Say many prayers that everything goes smooth. I can find a place soon. And I'm able to get all my clothes and stuff out of storage. I mean, towers with me are usually pretty good. They're pretty good. It's like, fuck, here we go again. But that's how you build strength, right? That's how you build courage. Being able to walk through the storm, say, okay, fine, whatever, and keep going. I love you guys. I'll update soon. I'm going to try to find some pretty cool places to do some pretty cool videos. Why not? All right. Love you. See you soon. Bye.